Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. It isn't what you have, or who you are, or where you are, or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, "I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you." If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Our fatigue is often caused not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. When dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion. Fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Talk to someone about themselves, and they'll listen for hours. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. To be interesting, be interested. Remember, happiness doesn't depend on who you are or what you have, it depends solely upon what you think. People rarely succeed at anything unless they have fun doing it. Success is getting what you want, happiness is wanting what you get. You can close more business in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get people interested in you. Criticisms are like homing pigeons. They always return home. Feeling sorry for yourself, and your present condition, is not only a waste of energy but the worst habit you could possibly have. The only way to influence people is to talk in terms of what the other person wants. Do the thing you fear to do and keep on doing it. That is the quickest and surest way ever yet discovered to conquer fear. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. A person's name is to that person the sweetest sound in any language. The world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking. So the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. The person who seeks all their applause from outside has their happiness in another's keeping. An hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. Knowledge isn't power until it is applied. When we hate our enemies, we give them power over us, power over our sleep, our appetites, our blood pressure, our health, and our happiness. You can't win an argument. You can't because if you lose it, and if you win it, you lose it. The essence of all art is to have pleasure in giving pleasure. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. The royal road to a person's heart is to talk about the things they treasure most. No one is more persuasive than a good listener. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward. Talk to someone about themselves and they'll listen for hours. The ideas I stand for are not mine. I borrowed them from Socrates. I swiped them from Chesterfield. I stole them from Jesus. Remember that a person's name is, to that person, the sweetest sound in any language. To conquer fear, do the thing you fear to do. If you want to keep happiness, you have to share it. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. Be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. You never achieve success unless you like what you are doing. Applause is a receipt, not a bill. Let us praise even the slightest improvement. That inspires the other person to keep on improving. Even God doesn't propose to judge a man till his last days. Happiness doesn't depend on any external conditions, it is governed by our mental attitude. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. Act as if you were already happy, and that will tend to make you happy. The only thing that is permanent is change. Knowledge isn't power until it is applied. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. 3/4 of the people you will ever meet are hungering for sympathy. Give it to them and they will love you. When you show yourself to be interested in someone else, they become more interested in you. Give honest, sincere appreciation. Don't be afraid to give your best to what seemingly are small jobs. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Happiness is not a matter of outer circumstances, but of inner qualities. Flaming enthusiasm, backed by horse sense and persistence, is the quality that most frequently makes for success. Success in dealing with people depends on a sympathetic grasp of the other person's viewpoint. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward, sometimes to death, but always to victory. The only way on earth to influence the other fellow is to talk about what he wants and show him how to get it. Our thoughts make us what we are. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Actions speak louder than words. The expression one wears on one's face is far more important than the clothes one wears on one's back. Tell the audience what you're going to say it, then tell them what you've said. Pay less attention to what men say. Just watch what they do. If you want to be enthusiastic, act enthusiastic. Even in the small things of life, we are in partnership with others. An aroused man is twice as dangerous as a calm man. Always avoid the acute angle. A person usually has two reasons for doing something, a good reason and the real reason. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. If you tell me how you get your feeling of importance, I'll tell you what you are. You have it easily in your power to increase the sum total of this world's happiness now. How? By giving a few words of sincere appreciation to someone who is lonely or discouraged. Remember, happiness doesn't depend upon who you are or what you have, it depends solely upon what you think. Don't be afraid of giving your best to what seemingly are small jobs. A good leader makes people feel that they're at the very heart of things, not at the periphery. By fighting you never get enough, but by yielding you get more than you expected. There is only one way to get anybody to do anything: make the other person want to do it. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. The best way to get ready for tomorrow is to concentrate all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm, on doing today's work superbly. Everyone has the ambition to succeed, but few are willing to take the necessary steps to achieve it. People will remember how you made them feel more than what you said. Enthusiasm is contagious. Let it touch those around you. Criticism is futile because it puts a person on the defensive and usually makes them strive to justify themselves. If you want others to like you, if you want to develop real friendships, if you want to help others at the same time as you help yourself, keep this principle in mind: become genuinely interested in other people. People support a world they help to create. Winning friends begins with friendliness. Your smile is your greatest asset. Most people don't want advice. They want validation.